Thomas Cruise Mapother IV, born July 3, 1962, known professionally as Tom Cruise, is an American actor and producer. He has been nominated for 3 Academy Awards and has won 3 Golden Globe Awards. He started his career at age 19 in the film Endless Love.Since 1996. Cruise has been well known for his role as IMF agent Ethan Hunt in the Mission Impossible film series, whose most recent film, Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, was released in 2015. In 2012, Cruise was Hollywood's highest-paid actor. 16 of his films grossed over $100 million in the United States, and 23 have grossed in excess of $200 million worldwide. As of September 2017, Cruise's films have grossed more than $3.7 billion at US and Canadian box offices and more than $9.0 billion worldwide, making him the 8th highest-grossing actor in North America and one of the top-grossing actors worldwide. He has won Golden Globe Awards for Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture in Drama in 1990 for Born on the 4th of July, Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture in Comedy Musical in 1997 for Jerry Maguire, and Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role in a Motion Picture in 2000 for Magnolia. In 2002, Cruise won the Saturn Award for Best Actor for Vanilla Sky. In 2003, he won an AFI Movie of the Year award for The Last Samurai and an Empire Award for Best Actor for Minority Report. Cruise is an outspoken advocate for the Church of Scientology and its associated social programs, and credits it with helping him overcome dyslexia. In the 2000s, his criticisms of psychiatry and antidepressant drugs, particularly therapy for 9/11 rescue workers, and efforts to promote Scientology as a religion in Europe, sparked controversies, as did a leaked video interview of him promoting Scientology. Early life. Cruise was born in Syracuse, New York, the son of Mary Lee, née Pfeiffer, a special education teacher, and Thomas Cruise Mapother III, an electrical engineer, both originally from Louisville, Kentucky. He has 3 sisters, Leanne, Marion, and Cass. They are of English, German, and Irish ancestry. 1 of Cruise's paternal great-great-great-grandfathers, Patrick Russell Cruise, was born in North County, Dublin in 1799. He married Teresa Johnson in County Meath, in 1825. They left Ireland for the United States that same year and settled in New York. They had a daughter, Mary Paulina Russell Cruise, whose son Thomas Cruise Mapother, born Thomas O'Mara Jr., was Cruise's great-grandfather. A cousin, William Mapother, is also an actor. He and Cruise have appeared in 5 films together. Cruise grew up in near poverty, and had a Catholic upbringing. The family was dominated by his abusive father, whom Cruise has described as a merchant of chaos. Cruise has said that he was beaten by his father, whom he has called a bully and coward. He stated, "He was the kind of person where, if something goes wrong, they kick you. It was a great lesson in my life, how he'd lull you in, make you feel safe and then, bang. For me, it was like, there's something wrong with this guy. Don't trust him. Be careful around him." Cruise spent part of his childhood in Canada. His family moved to Beacon Hill, Ottawa, in late 1971 so that Cruise's father could take a position as a defense consultant with the Canadian Armed Forces. There, Cruise attended the newly opened Robert Hopkins Public School for much of grade 4 and grade 5. In grade 4, Cruise first became involved in drama, under the tutelage of George Steinberg. Cruise and 6 other boys put on an improvised play to music called IT at the Carlton Elementary School Drama Festival. Drama organizer Val Wright, who was in the audience that night, reflected, "The movement and improvisation were excellent. It was a classic ensemble piece." Cruise also enjoyed sports at the school and played floor hockey, though he was known more for his aggression than his talent. In 6th grade, Cruise went to Henry Monroe Middle School in Ottawa, Canada. However, in the spring of that year, Cruise's mother left his father, taking Cruise and his sisters back to the United States. His father died of cancer in 1984. Cruise briefly attended a Franciscan seminary in Cincinnati, Ohio, on a church scholarship and aspired to become a Catholic priest, before his interest in acting. 24 to 26 In his senior year, he played football for the varsity team as a linebacker, but he was cut from the squad after getting caught drinking beer before a game. 47 In total, Cruise attended 15 schools in 14 years, including stints in at least 2 suburban New Jersey towns, including Glen Ridge. Career: acting. Cruise first appeared in a bit part in the 1981 film Endless Love, followed by a major supporting role as a crazed military academy student in Taps later that year. In 1983, Cruise was part of the ensemble cast of The Outsiders. That same year he appeared in All the Right Moves and Risky Business, which has been described as a Generation X classic and a career maker for Tom Cruise, and which, along with 1986's Top Gun, cemented his status as a superstar. Cruise also played the male lead in the Ridley Scott film Legend, released in 1985. Cruise at the 61st Academy Awards in 1989. Cruise followed up Top Gun with The Color of Money, which came out the same year, and which paired him with Paul Newman. 1988 saw him star in Cocktail, which earned him a nomination for the Razzie Award for Worst Actor. Later that year he starred with Dustin Hoffman in Rain Man, which won the Academy Award for Best Film, and Cruise the Kansas City Film Critics Circle Award for Best Supporting Actor. Cruise portrayed real-life paralyzed Vietnam War veteran Ron Kovic in 1989's Born on the 4th of July, which earned him a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, Motion Picture Drama, the Chicago Film Critics Association Award for Best Actor, the People's Choice Award for Favorite Motion Picture Actor, a nomination for BAFTA Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role, and Cruise's first Best Actor Academy Award nomination. Cruise's next films were Days of Thunder, 1990, and Far and Away, 1992, both of which co-starred then-wife Nicole Kidman as his love interest. In 1994, Cruise starred along with Brad Pitt, Antonio Banderas and Christian Slater in Neil Jordan's Interview with the Vampire, a gothic drama, horror film that was based on Anne Rice's best-selling novel. The film was well received, although Rice was initially quite outspoken in her criticism of Cruise having been cast in the film, as Julian Sands was her first choice. Upon seeing the film, however, she paid $7,740 for a 2-page ad in Daily Variety praising his performance and apologizing for her previous doubts about him. In 1996, Cruise appeared as Super Spy Ethan Hunt in the reboot of Mission Impossible, which he produced. It was a box office success, although it received criticism regarding the Jim Phelps character being a villain despite being a protagonist of the original television series. In 1996, he took on the title role in Jerry Maguire, for which he earned a Golden Globe and his second nomination for an Academy Award. In 1999, Cruise co-starred with Kidman in the erotic Stanley Kubrick film Eyes Wide Shut, and took a rare supporting role, as a motivational speaker, Frank T.J. Mackey, in Magnolia, for which he received another Golden Globe and nomination for an Academy Award. Cruise in March 2006. In 2000, Cruise returned as Ethan Hunt in the second installment of the Mission Impossible films, releasing Mission Impossible 2. The film was directed by Hong Kong director John Woo and branded with his gun fu style, and it continued the series' blockbuster success at the box office, taking in almost $547 million in worldwide figures, like its predecessor, being the third highest-grossing film of the year, despite being a success hit along with its predecessor received a mixed reception. Cruise received an MTV Movie Award as Best Male Performance for this film. His next 5 films were major critical and commercial successes. The following year Cruise starred in the romantic thriller Vanilla Sky, 2001, with Cameron Diaz and Penelope Cruz. In 2002, Cruise starred in the dystopian science fiction thriller, Minority Report, which was directed by Steven Spielberg and based on the science fiction short story by Philip K. Dick. In 2003, he starred in the Edward Zix historical drama The Last Samurai, for which he received a Golden Globe nomination as Best Actor. In 2005, Cruise worked again with Steven Spielberg in War of the Worlds, a loose adaptation of the H.G. Wells novel of the same name, which became the fourth highest-grossing film of the year with $591.4 million worldwide. Also in 2005, he won the People's Choice Award for Favorite Male Movie Star, and the MTV Generation Award. Cruise was nominated for 7 Saturn Awards between 2002 and 2009, winning once. 9 of the 10 films he starred in during the decade made over $100 million at the box office.